Ortiz from San Joaquin Elementary School. This morning, I will discuss to you the lesson in Science 5, which is the male reproductive system. In this lesson, our objectives are: the learners should be able to identify the parts and function of the male reproductive system and understand the importance of the male reproductive system. To start with, I have here a picture of a boy from his infancy to adolescence. Okay, class, what can you say about the picture? What changes did you observe to the boy? In this picture, there is a lot of changes that happen to the physical characteristic of a boy. And today, to further understand that changes, we need to focus first what causes that changes and why it is happening. Okay, class, are you ready to learn? Okay, so let's have first a game. So this game is the male reproductive system puzzle. What you need to do is to find these following words: reproduction, semen, sperm, penis, urethra, scrotum, testosterone, epididymis, testis, and prostate. So after you find those words, let's continue with our activity. Okay, let's start. So the title of our activity is The Journey of a Sperm, and the science skills is observing and inferring. I will give you 10 to 15 minutes in doing this activity. So first, what you need to do is to trace the path of the sperm from the testis to its release to the urethra. After that, you need to explain your work. So lastly, after completing this task, I will give you another 5 minutes to read the text about the male reproductive system in your module. And after you are done with that, so you need to answer this following guide question. So why is the male reproductive system important? Why is the testis considered to be the most important part of the male reproductive system? Why do the testes need to have a lower temperature than the rest of the body? So, and after this class, you are done answering the guide question. Okay, let's start with discussing the function of the different parts of the male reproductive system. So, the first one is the penis. So, the penis class is the external male organ with a tip called glands. It is covered with foreskin that may be removed through circumcision. The penis have two functions, and the first one is elimination of waste in the form of urine. The second one class is for means of transferring the semen, which carry the sperm from the testes out of the body to somewhere else, such as vagina, for procreation. The second one is the scrotum. So the scrotum class is a pair of pouch-like sacs that contain the testes. It also controls the testes temperature because they must be slightly cooler than the body to produce sperm cell. So the scrotum also moves in response to heat to protect the delicate testicles and the sperm inside. In doing so, it helps keep the sperm viable by preventing them from becoming too warm or too cold. So in cold weather, the skin tightens up at the cremaster muscle, pulls the testicles toward the body to keep them warm. Okay, class. The third one is the testes. So these are the glands that produce the sperm cells and the male sex hormone called testosterone. So in fact, class, the average male will produce roughly 525 billion of sperm cells over his lifetime and shed at least 1 billion of them per month. So what happened to the excess testosterone in males? Okay, class, this will be their facial hair. So it causes deepening of their voice, well-developed muscle, and growth of the sexual organs. So the fourth one is the epididymis. So the epididymis is the narrow, coiled tube that stores sperm cells. So it is simple, long, highly tortuous tubule and is about 4 to 6 meter long in humans. So the fifth one is the urethra. So the urethra in male is the passageway of both urine from the urinary bladder and semen from the glands. So in male's class, it is about 8 inches to 20 centimeter long. It runs the length of the penis and opens at the end of the penis. So the male urethra is used to eliminate urine, urine as well as semen during ejaculation. So the sixth class is the seminal vesicle. So these are a sac-like pouches that attach to the vas deferens. So it contributes to the semen production, a sugar-rich fluid which provide energy for the sperm cells' motility. When we say motility, this is also for their movement. So the seminal vesicle class are 2 small glands that store and produce the majority of the fluid that makes up the semen. So it helps the sperm to move to its location. Okay, next class is the vas deferens. So the vas deferens is a long muscular tube that serves as a passageway of sperm cells released from the testes. It also connects the testes to the seminal vesicle and the urethra. So vas deferens class is also known as ductus deferens. It is a tiny muscular tube in the male reproductive system. Okay, next is the Cowper's gland. Cowper's gland is also called as a bulbourethral gland. Is one of the 2 pea-sized organs found beneath the prostate gland. It is responsible for releasing fluid that flushes out foreign matters and neutralizes the acidic urine in the urethra. So Cowper's glands are also found in the male body and play an important role in protection of the sperm during ejaculation. Okay, next class is prostate gland. So prostate gland is located between the bladder and the penis. So it produces fluid that nourishes and protects the sperm. So prostate is a wall-sized gland located between the bladder and the penis. So prostate is just in front of the rectum. So the urethra runs through the center of the prostate from the bladder to the penis, letting the urine flow of the body. So class, those are the common parts and function of the male reproductive system. So to further elaborate our lesson, let's answer this question. So continuing the sperm's journey, write 2 to 3 sentences about what could possibly happen to the sperm once it is released from the urethra. So you can use other books or internet for your references. Okay, class? To see if you really understand our lesson for today, you need to answer the following question. Okay, what you need to do is to match the parts of the male reproductive system in column A to its respective function in column B. Okay, for your assignment class, make a model of the male reproductive system using the recyclable materials and label its part. So you may seek help from the elder member of the family. This will create a bonding between you and them. So in your assignment, this will be the rubric. So class, that's all for today. I hope you learned something about our lesson, and thank you and God bless us.